Hi everyone, Kim Svoboda with Aspiration Catalyst here, and I am here to wish you a fantastic 2019. But before we get too far into the year, I wanted to share something exciting that happened for Aspiration Catalyst at the end of last year. So I was invited to go and speak at the Gallup Strength Summit in London, England for EMEA, which was absolutely fantastic. And the thing that they asked me to speak about was building diverse cultures, which is a huge passion topic for me. I absolutely love to do work on this, and it's something that I've really found to be incredibly valuable and powerful over the course of my career. So I started off with a quote from Sir Richard Branson, who has run so many incredibly successful companies in the Virgin family of companies, and he's from England, so I thought it would be appropriate since that's where I was. And his quote is, "A company consists of one thing, people." And I think what happens to many of us in organizations is that we get sort of wrapped up in the other things in our companies, like we're all focused on the P&L or the balance sheet or cool products, systems, processes, and all this other stuff that sort of takes our attention and gets us, off in one direction. And at the end of it, or the beginning of it, businesses actually, exist to serve customers. And customers are people. And people are serving people. So if you get that part of the equation right, then the people will take care of the rest. So that's really important and something that I was discussing as part of my presentation. I also shared with them some thoughts around what is diversity. So we often think about it in terms of something that's physically visible, a characteristic like gender or ethnicity. And that is definitely important and part of it, but there's also importance in terms of how people think. So do we have cognitive diversity? Do our teams tend to all sort of build off of each other, and people tend to kind of think similarly? Or do we have diverse opinions and we sort of challenge each other's thinking? You actually need both in order to have a high-performing team. There's two other points that I made that I thought were really critical, and one is talent. The war on talent is real. It's absolutely critical to our success to have the right talent, and it is absolutely a battle, to get the right people on your team and to keep them. And so, we get caught up again in the technology, global positioning, operational agility, but human capital by far is absolutely the most critical part for any of our businesses. And so it's going to be in short supply, so you need to do it right. You need to attract the right people and retain the right people for the long haul. The second point is around why do you want a diverse team? Well, first and foremost, if we've got a war on talent, wouldn't it be better if you had everyone in your pool of potential candidates versus maybe just one segment of the population? So there's that. Two is they actually perform better, cognitively, innovation, and bottom line results, revenue, profitability, whatever measure you're looking at, diverse teams consistently outperform their non-diverse peers. So there was a recent study that I looked at where it was 15% better when the team had diversity, up to 35% better when the team had diversity versus their non-diverse counterparts. Wouldn't you like to have 15 to 35% uplift on your performance, by having the right team in place? So not only is it just the right thing to do from a human perspective, but it's also the right thing to do from a business perspective. So wanted to share those thoughts with you. In a future video, I'll talk about some of the ideas that I shared on how you can build more diverse teams. So stay tuned for that to come later. So meanwhile, Kim Svoboda, Aspiration Catalyst, where we help women break through the glass ceiling, and we help sales teams become excuse-proof and goal-crushing teams. Looking forward to talking to you all again sometime soon.